know that Marsha was just so happy that the support meta came in time, that they can manage to actually climbing up from that from below of the leaderboard. And the, to be honest, Marsha was more like a support. We know for since season 1 of MPL, and not really a tank type of guy, but now the meta is about supports, and I think Louvre was just on the right spot right now.
Yes, they must be really glad because the meta is optimal for them.
Yep.
They're right now fighting for a number 4 spot, and if they do get number 4, they will be in the winner's bracket, the upper bracket of the playoffs. So it will be very beneficial for them, especially if they get to number 4.
Yep, but of course we also need to tell you that 2-0 is what's needed for Louvre to actually be in the upper bracket, and that's kind of hard going against the king itself.
Yes, but Louvre is what
have to play from behind. That's really rare to see. Actually, Onic playing from behind.
Yes, indeed. And for PSG.RRQ, they only need one single win to actually make it the top 4. So for them, it's quite easier, technically. But then again, they're facing against Louvre, who are known as a very, very strong team. So it will be a challenge for both teams to actually achieve what they need to achieve today.
Yeah, indeed. So this is actually an achievement if Louvre can actually beat the king himself. And because we know since season 1 that Louvre is a strong team, but it's just not on the top 4 team. There always be Aerowolf, there always be RRQ, and there will always be EVOS, and of course there will be always Onic. Even in season 2, Louvre was not in the favorite teams for upper bracket. Everyone was shouting for Aerowolf, Onic, as well as RRQ and EVOS, but we know that they are a strong team and they are trying to prove something here by taking that top 4 from PSG.RRQ.
Yes, indeed. They're known as a strong team, but they haven't been known as a top-tier team like top 4. But this time it's one of their chances to actually make it to the top 4 if they can successfully win this match 2-0.
Yep. And Marsha, I think they're ready. Like, whoa, look at that. The pump up coming up from Marsha. He needs to pump it up against his old teams. And he really just want to win going against PSG.RRQ. Everyone's actually in this MPL wants to win against PSG.RRQ.
Yes, indeed. Who doesn't want to win against the Kings?
Yep. And now we will go into the player interview between both teams.
Kita semakin hari semakin baik. Itu aja. Louvre, tim yang kuat juga. Mereka kayak udah ada chemistry-nya sekarang ya, ketimbang yang kemarin-kemarin kan belum kan. Sekarang kayaknya udah bangkit lagi Louvre. Masih kuat lah. Mungkin emang performanya kemarin sempat menurun ya, tapi kan itu bisa dibilang karena Tuturu sakit atau pergantian booster gitu kan. Tapi sekarang sih saya lihat mereka banyak latihan, jadinya menurut saya sih mereka bakal makin kuat sih. Marsha, soalnya namanya Marsha no Mercy dia bilang. Ngeri. Semuanya soalnya mempunyai individu yang kuat-kuat. FIFA RRQ.
Alright. What?
Marsha no mercy.
Yeah, because I know that Marsha is always playing in the pubs using that name in the stream as well. So Marsha no mercy was like really popular, and I don't think that the interview will have to touch that kind of jokes, you know.
But he said like, oh, I respect Marsha because his name is Marsha no mercy. It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. And even you're like, they're joking about a FIFA RRQ, which is the hashtag for Team RRQ for winning tournaments. So it was like, what? They are scared about each other right now.
But it's quite understandable because these two teams are quite old as well. They've been here since season 1. So they probably know each other really well as well.
Yeah, and both players was veterans.
Yeah, they're both veterans.
Yep. So yeah, we will see the player highlights coming up right now on this match, which we have Yor as well as Tuturu, where we know Tuturu is a marksman that almost hit 1 million damage.
Yes, almost hit 1 million damage. And his signature hero, although he doesn't always touch it, it's Kimmy.
Yeah.
Although he does play a lot of Claude lately.
But we see here your, in the other hand, is a tank, but the gold produced by your almost the same as Tuturu. It was scary.
Yes, he does gain a lot of gold. And if you check his KDA, it's quite crazy as well. He has 229 assists. I think that's the highest out of all players.
Yeah, I think so as well. There's no player having that kind of assist.
I think he has the highest amount of assists across the board.
Yeah, and he was like the main tank of Team Louvre as well. So we see here how his kill and death so minus, but the assist was just amazing numbers, to be honest. And Akai, yes, everyone afraid of yours, Akai. Like even there's some respect ban as well into Louvre. They will ban the Akai instead of other heroes.
Yes, but we haven't seen Louvre actually use Aldos lately.
Yeah,
they've played a lot of Aldos early on the season. Suddenly they left Aldos, so they may be saving it as well. We don't really know.
Yeah.
But Akai for sure is a signature pick for them. They might always go for Akai if it's open.
Yeah.
Unless maybe there's Grok open, since Grok is also very strong.
Yep, and this is also a duel between two marksmen. Like, we know how Watt is so good at playing marksman, and we know that Tuturu is the legendary marksman in
King
Indonesia.
of the marksman in Indonesia.
King of the marksman in Indonesia. So this is kind of interesting, as Watt is actually already shifting into the marksman lately. Compared to the earlier season where he plays more of a fighters, like Leomord as well as Aldos, as you mentioned. And now we know that RRQ prefer to have Tuturu as a marksman as well. So this is probably a battle between two marksmen.
Unless the marksmen are banned.
Yeah, the marksmen are banned.
Because we've seen a few matches where there's marksman versus marksman, they just ban it all out.
Yeah, but yeah, we know Tuturu still have like Tamas as well as Harley as substitute for their heroes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we will go into the drafting phase really soon, right about now. Oh. Okay. Alright, so probably a simple trouble that it's not been started yet.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but I really hope Yor can get that Akai so he can give better performances as well. But Diggy ban, we know that Marsha is a support player, so Diggy is one of the must-ban support right now.
I think Marsha's signature, one of them is actually Diggy.
Yeah.
He's played Diggy before Diggy was reworked, so I think Diggy ban is quite understandable.
Your team
and
is
Kaya ban, we know how annoying Kaya in the lane, how he can harass so many heroes and so many health just reduced and just lost in the lane, and you need to recall, and that's just annoying.
Yeah.
As it will halt your gold gain by pretty significant actually.
Yes, we're still waiting for one more ban from Louvre as they have already
Harriet.
banned Grok. Probably Harriet, which will open Kimmy and Lunox, so they will trade it out.
What?
Your
What?
team is picking.
It's Lemon's Harriet, come on man.
So there's Harriet, Lunox, and Kimmy both open. They want to take the Claude. So now
okay, they picked the
Harriet and Lunox are both open with Kimmy, so now they have to pick.
Yeah, it's so many. To be honest, it's so many overpowered heroes open right now. There's they prefer the Cho. Okay, and Mino.
Your
So
team
it's
is
probably
picking.
Jill's Cho, but Marsha can play Cho as well. So I don't doubt Marsha's Cho. But we'll see on how they approach things, because they can last pick the supports.
Yes, but right now you haven't seen Lunox. Yes, and maybe Harriet or Kimmy.
No, it's not possible. It's too much. It's too much, to be honest. Like, you have the marksman, you have the mid lane already, and you want the off lane to be a mage as well. It's okay,
Yeah.
Leomord.
It's too much,
Your
yes.
team
Yep.
is picking.
So James will play the Leomord, because we know that Instinct not on only play Cho, I think,
In the side lane.
in the side lane.
Yes.
So Kido's
Your
Harriet.
team is banning.
So both teams already having their
team
overpowered
is
heroes,
banned.
and Kimi is still available for what though?
Yes,
to be
Kim is
honest.
still available. We can see also maybe a few tanks coming in for Louvre because they need one more or maybe one support. We
Yep.
don't know where this show is actually going, so we have to wait until they complete their pick and ban.
Yep, they still can pick the carry first instead of the support first.
Yeah, they can pick the carry first and give it on to Watt.
Yeah, so the support can just counter everyone in this 5 lineup of RRQ. But we'll see what will happen. Mini-Sitar, so
Your
they
team
afraid
is
the Mini-Sitar
picking.
will just get in the way of Harriet and Cho. So
They ban it out.
yeah, JD just ban it out. And Tari probably the best, I think, right
Unless
now.
they want to go for a full early on fighter composition.
Yep. But Kimi is actually not bad. Oh, Thomas. So this is Jill Zero. Marsha will play the Cho if Thomas is being picked.
Yes,
But
should be like that.
It will be it revealed the
Your
composition.
Position,
team
yes.
is
Yeah.
picking.
If they picked Marksman, would have kept it more of a secret.
Yep, that's I agree. And we'll see what heroes that Instinct going to play as well as Liam. Hylos? No. Okay.
Yes.
Your
Okay.
team is picking.
A Kufra and a Franco.
Yeah, this is just getting it more interesting for PSG.RRQ.
Yes, indeed. And the Kufra can easily counter Harriet once he locks it down. Harriet won't be able to run anywhere just because his ball just denies every form of dash or movement.
Yep. We'll see on her. Oh, see, yep.
The late carry.
What's carry? That's why. But I still don't understand, like, why do you pick carry on the late one? I know it's more versatile for Watt on how he plays, but you're already revealing what Marsha's going to play. Like, you can actually play some support, like probably Angela or Rafaela, to actually make it even better.
Yes, indeed. Like, imagine Rafaela speeding up Harriet. No one can touch it.
Yep, that's why. But so that's the draft for game 1. Everybody just enjoy. This is the last match of MPL ID, and this will be a very important match, and we will see on to game number 1. Alright, we are on to game number 1 between PSG.RRQ against Louvre Esports right here, where we saw a Kufra and a Lemon using Lunox.
Yes, indeed. Now we can see Lemon just trying to push out the wave, trying to get the win on the wave clear, but Jill, quite in trouble, almost got him hooked.
Yep, very aggressive coming up there, and Liam was just clearing the wave while Lemon is actually the one harassing the heroes. It was kind of interesting to see that actually Kufra the one going to clear the wave instead of harassing. And we see on how Louvre Esports and PSG.RRQ just trade buff right away.
Yes, although PSG.RRQ is a bit faster compared to Louvre, so they might have a small advantage. And we can see here James actually trying to steal away.
Yep, the jungle
Yes.
minion, but they're all actually going for that gold buff first before anything else. So it will be just 1-for-1. James still trying to do. You know you can't steal against retribution, right? It's hard.
I mean, a man can try.
Yeah, man can try. Alright, so Lemon is actually already back in the mid lane, clearing the wave pretty fast and go to the jungle again. And this rotation was just farming and farming. And
Yes.
actually Louvre Esports is on the lead right now for this rotation. Needs to be careful from PSG.RRQ right there, as now they group up as 3 on the middle lane. Marsha will still have that Darkening Chaos onto your burning through that Minotaur.
Yes, getting your onto half health
Turtle
by one
resurrecting
combo. And here is the
Okay,
Lemon.
Chrono Dash, there's the engagement coming up. Onto Liam, still have the flicker, but the Zaman Force is already being taken. Liam have to go down to 25% HP, but at this rate, I think Liam needs to go back And Marsha is actually on the ready right there. Okay, he's going for that kick onto Liam. First blood will be taken by Kido, but Tsuturu will also take Marsha. Great rotation coming up from this Cloud. They know now they are going for that turtle. It's going down very low, but James is already there. Lemon as well. And 25% HP, Phantom Seed being called, and Turtle have to go down from 1. And as well as you're using the Mine on Fury was just perfect. But Lemon still alive. Oh, the Darkening Chaos is not enough. Jill is there, and Tujuro even has to go down. Louvre. Oh my god. Yor was just perfect. He used his 2-time slam on the same ground before he flickered for the 3rd and the 4th slam. And it was just insanely good.
Yes, indeed. We can see here Louvre winning the small skirmish at the early game, getting 4 kills, trading it with 1 kill, and also a turtle actually being secured by Watt.
Yep.
Which gives them right now a 1.2k lead from the turtle play.
Yes, indeed. And now Lemon is actually a little bit behind. The Louvre Esports is actually pressuring hard onto the side of PSG.RRQ right here. And okay, there's the engagement, but the knock-up coming up from Marsha right there. Marsha will have to be taken down by Liam, but James is the cause of that even more. Liam also has to go down.
Yes, they traded 2 kills for Marsha, who is technically a support, so it's really worth it since they switched it with 1 laner as well.
Yep, and now Yor as well as Jill was just pushing this lane pretty easily, and the first turret will be taken down by Louvre. But Instinct, what are you doing? There's no friends to back you up. You're just clearing the lane, but you're activating that rage. Okay, even Kido got the middle turret on from PSG.RRQ, and it's not looking good for PSG.RRQ. Calamity Reaper is already finished out on Kido, and the damage might be in very fast right here.
Yes, we can see here Louvre actually having a substantial lead of 3k gold, so they are able to fight it out early on, especially with Watt having a 203 score. He has quite a lot of gold on him.
Yep, but now we will see that James is actually trying to dash in. Oh, Marsha, will you get... Oh, the Purify is there from Tsuturu, so there's no engagement coming in, but Tsuturu using that Art of Thievery was just stealing so much attack speed as well as movement speed. But the turtle up again. Jill now is in the awkward position, cannot jump because of Liam right there. Liam is so low, still have that knock up, and as well as the rage onto Yor, but for what? There's no backup as well as follow-up, and Louvre Esports, another turtle will be finished off.
Yes, we can see here.
Oh no,
Lemon
will be taken down. Oh, still have the release of order, but no, Jill will take Lemon down.
Yes, and Lemon, he went out of position just to try and contest the turtle, which actually gave him his life towards the opponent's Louvre Esports.
Yep, and now Jill's trying to take this buff, and the knock-up is there as well as Instinct. Tutsuru is coming as well. Jill, I think he has to go down. The Blazing Duet is there. Marsha getting very low, but Tutsuru's having no damage yet coming up, but Kari was just pushing the top lane right now for the first turret.
Yeah, so probably just going to back off since Leo Mort from James is already on top side, and Marsha is going to back as well.
Yep, oh, Instinct just trying to cut the minion waves, it seems, and Lemon is already there waiting for to ambush someone, and Lemon is already on chaos mode right there, and Slow didn't hit anyone yet.
Yeah. And you can see here there's a high concentration in mid and also bottom lane, so Louvre Esports might actually want to try and catch PSG.RRQ on the move, but Lemon, he's going to look for some buffs.
Tuturu needs to be careful. Marsha is actually there. Now I think from the side of PSG.RRQ, they need to avoid a team fight first before the golden stuff finish onto Tuturu. Oh, the flicker as well as the Jit can do miss from Marsha, and now Tuturu trying to stall again and again this Art of Thievery for the stacks. And look at that's how many how many stacks right there, but Marsha is actually getting caught by the ultimate of Franco. Marsha still alive. The Chaos didn't manage to kill Marsha. Oh, the hook from Instinct, it's enough. Clement still have the Brilliance of Order, but Yor is actually using his Minor Fury onto Tuturu. Lemon, you cannot survive that. You're getting very low, but Jill jumping in again and again onto Instinct. The damage from Kido is very, very huge, and Instinct has to go down. Double kill for Kido, but on the other side, what is actually pushing the top lane? This is not looking good for PSG.RRQ.
Yes, this is a disaster for PSG.RRQ as they are right now trailing by 6k gold. And what? He just got so much free farm, also a solo kill in the top lane, making a score 3-0 and 4. And right now the third turtle is actually being focused by Louvre Esports, giving them an even bigger lead right now.
Yep, golden stuff if already finished on what, and we will see here actually Tuturu going for the correction side instead of the golden stuff first. So this is some questionable build, to be honest, because your attack speed doesn't have an actual damage onto the enemy. All you rely on was the Demon Hunter sword.
But he skipped it.
Yep. Okay. The burst down onto Marsha, it's not enough again,
Oh,
but
another
the
hook
from Instinct, it's enough. And Blazing Duet coming up from Tuturu. But on the other side, James, lane is the weakness of PSG.RRQ. Again and again, the turret has to go down. Objective plays from Louvre was just so beautiful.
Yes, they actually exchanged one hero for a whole turret. So that was a very, very worth trade.
Yep, and what is actually having that golden stuff already finished. This might be the game that Louvre really wants.
Yes, indeed. You can see here Kido just farming it up, looking for some buffs, because he does need the mana regen, also the cooldown coming in from the blue buff he took.
Yep. The Yor trying to scout it up to find an engagement onto a PSG.RRQ right here. And now Jill, 1v1 against James. Now Jill already having that items that he might not die against James right there, but Tuturu
has to be careful.
Lemon has to go down 1v1 against what, but now the Blazing Duet coming up from Tuturu, but the damage from Kido is too much, although there's a rage coming in from Liam right there, but there's not enough. Marsha has to go down, but no, Kido will take Liam as well, and the dive in is already going in from Louvre. Now it's going down the last outer turret from PSG.RRQ. They're going for the inhibitor turret as well. After this, they can go straight to the Lord.
Yes, the Lord is right now really open. And even if PSG.RRQ is trying to contest the Lord, it will be very, very hard since they are now behind by 10k gold under 10 minutes. And that's a huge amount of gold.
Alright, and now we're looking onto Louvre Esports actually, showing some dominance over the King right here.
Yes, indeed. You can see Kido going 6-0, Watt 4-0. Even Jill and Yor are having a really, really good game so far. PSG.RRQ does need to turn this around. They need to maybe catch someone with the Franco, but right now they're in trouble because...
the kick onto the Franco, and Franco has to go down really, really quick. Great pickup from Marsha with this show, and Yor is actually the target, cannot jump in actually, and now the Phantom is even being caught, but the knock from onto James, the Diamond Force will miss. The rage is there from Liam. Oh, Liam will protect James, but the Minion Fury will also caught Liam. Liam has to go down. Godlike from Kido.
Yes, we can see Kido going 7-0. And PSG.RRQ, as I said, they need to actually catch out Harriet, but it's not possible because he keeps getting caught himself, which makes it very, very hard for them to actually make a counterplay.
Yep, and Lord is actually already been slain by this carry. The hook onto this Minotaur. The burst is not there, and now Yor is the time to use your rage. The kick onto Tuturu. Tuturu, you have to go down. Lemon still have the Brilliance of Order. Marsha getting very low, but the slow is there, and the Minor Fury onto James. James has to go down. Kido, are you doing with the Chrono Dash as well as the rage from Liam? It's enough? No. Marsha has to go down, but there's the Zaman Force again and again. Kido still can manage to go for Liam, and Chrono Dash again and again. Unstoppable for what? What? Double kill, and now he's legendary. Now he's going for the throne, and PSG.RRQ has to fall one game. from Louvre.
This is what we said about Louvre Esports. When they're on point, they are on point. And they won such amazingly against PSG.RRQ. It was such an amazing performance coming in for them, especially for Kido on that Harriet.
Yep, indeed. Oh, I don't know what to say, to be honest. Like, Kido was just everywhere, and his Zaman Force was just everywhere and on point. We see the weakest link of PSG.RRQ, which is James. Every single time James' lane was crushed.
Yes, like he got dived so many times. He even died 1v1 up against Watt, which made the game really hard for him to actually make a comeback. So yeah, he got aimed the whole game. You can see James 0 and 5. Even Lemon went 0 and 5, which is quite surprising.
Yep. He didn't get the cover that he needed from this Kufra as well as Franco. To be honest, Lunox is one of the heroes that needs a tank that can man up and just be there in front. So probably Hylos was a good pick, as well as Belleric to cover the Lunox. But I don't know why they go for this Franco as well as Kufra.
The Franco and Kufra is a very, very offensive
yeah, both of
tank,
them was offensive tanks.
So no one can actually cover for Totoro and also Lemon,
yep,
which made them really, really easy targets. And James, he just got dived from early game. He just shot him down really early on, which made it very hard for him to actually come back in the game. Although he did have 100% damage on turrets, which is
400 damage. Come on,
that's not a lot of damage. But then
it was just a poke.
It's just a poke, and that shows how much Louvre actually just dominated the whole game.
Yeah, but I do think that PSG.RRQ need to rethink. They need 1 point, just 1 point, to be able to go for the upper bracket.
Yes, Louvre Esports is down by 1 point, while PSG.RRQ needs to chase by 1 point as well.
Yep.
It's the early game.
Yep, the early game where first blood getting by Kido, and this is actually the fight that you see that he flickered onto the third and the fourth wave of his slamming. So it was like a really unique play coming up from Yor. Nobody has ever done that, to be honest.
Yes, I don't think I have ever seen that.
Yeah.
Usually you flicker just because you want to hit the backline.
Yep, and he already done that like 2 matches right now. And it was just amazing on how Yor can play this Minotaur. He knows exactly when to dive in, when to go out, and
how much he can tank.
Yeah, how much he can tank using his heal. And yeah, Tutor was caught in this fight actually, but he's still surviving somehow. Nope. He needs to go back just because Kido will always chasing him.
Yes, and Kido has been a beast on this Harriet.
Look
like
at
the
that.
whole game.
The kick from Marsha onto Tuturu was just game-changing.
Yes,
every
indeed.
single time.
And the follow-up from his team was also really, really fast, especially from Kido, where every time Marsha caught someone, Kido was there.
Yep.
Just destroyed anyone who got caught, and just finished the game really fast. And you can see damage coming in from Kido was just far too much.
Yeah, it's too much really. And what at this point is already a beast as well. We know like the bounty hunter with 4 kills already given so much gold onto Watt's pocket. So yeah, that's game number 1. We will see if Louvre can achieve their dream to actually being on the top 4 on MPL.
Yes, because both teams are only 1 game away of securing a top 4 finish. For PSG.RRQ, they win 1 game, top 4 finish. For Louvre Esports, they also win 1 more game, top 4 finish.
Yep, indeed. So it will be an interesting game indeed, because they will try their hardest to win the game.
Yes. And for both teams, it's really important they have to win it, because in the upper bracket, you get like extra life compared to those on the bottom of the bracket. But either way, both teams will secure themselves a spot in the playoffs. Just fighting for a position on the upper and lower bracket.
Yeah, but upper and lower bracket is a very important thing, because in the playoff you might be not playing as your max performances, and you would like that second chances. And still Kaya and Diggy getting banned out from Louvre as well as PSG.RRQ.
Yes, right now we can see Diggy being banned once again for Marsha No Mercy. So It's gonna be a no diggy game.
Yep, he's no mercy to his old teammates, man. Like
Yes.
he just kick everyone out of the fight and keep doing his best using the Cho. His Cho was just an absolutely insane beast.
No mercy, bro.
No mercy for his teammates.
And we can see actually
Your team
Akai
is
being banned
banned.
out for PSG.RRQ, where usually Louvre is banned for their Akai.
Yep, but we know that Liam is
team
one
is
of the
picking.
best Akai in Indonesia as well.
Yes, and
And-
Herod can be picked again for Keto.
Yep,
Hmm.
I do think Oh no, he preferred Cho because
Yes.
it's flexible.
Your team
Yes, and-
is picking.
PSG.RRQ won't pick everything at once.
Yep. And Harriet Lemon, finally, just now they skipped the Harriet for a Cloud,
team
so
is
it was like
picking.
kind of questionable, as we know that Lemon is actually the king of mage in
Yes,
Indonesia.
indeed. Although not on Kagura, but that Herod is also very, very strong on Lemon, so yeah, it will be a sight to see as well. We can see here Lunox actually being hovered already by Kido, and oh, this is it.
This is it.
A Claude coming in for what?
And I do think that Kuturu will just pick the carry, man. Like this is just a carry and
Your
Cloud
team is picking.
matchup. Just
Unless Totoro has something up his sleeve.
Irrital.
Irita.
Or when when in
Layla.
season 2 he played clean.
He played Clint.
Yeah, like for the first time. So no,
Your
Timeless.
team is
There's
banned.
That's his hero. So
Yes.
never mind.
Will they pick Rafaela? Because we know PSG.RRQ is one of the first teams to actually pick
Your
Rafaela
team is banning.
in to support the timeless, to speed him up, make him really fast around the map.
Yep. Oh yeah, but James is actually can play that as well.
Rafaela,
No, I mean the Timeless.
Timeless, yes.
Yeah.
Your
So
team is
right
picking.
decision to ban the carry out from Louvre, but still Hellcard. So what is already showing his hero? I don't know why they still ban the Hellcard.
Yes, that's questionable as well. I thought they would ban another tank
Yeah.
just to make sure like Louvre doesn't get the best tanks they can get.
And so there's already a Minotaur.
Belharic is still open if Louvre wants to secure it just to guard Lunox and the Claude.
Wait a minute. So
Your team
Tuturu's
is
Kimi.
picking.
Signature hero according to MPL's data.
Yes, indeed.
So
That's a good pick as well. Kimi is one of the strongest picks as well, which is why I kind of question why she hasn't been picked faster on.
yep. Like they prioritize other heroes than Kimi. So
Yes.
it was kind of questionable.
But yeah, so now we're going to final pick from Louvre Esports,
Ah,
the Lolita and the Hayabusa.
yours Lolita,
team
man.
is
Like
picking.
oh my god, that's just an absolutely insane every single time. Numen on Blast, always perfect. Selena.
Being the final pick for PSG.RRQ to complete their composition. And where is this Selena going?
Wait, Instinct will play the support Tamas.
Is it a support Samus
Yeah,
or
that's a support Tamas because James is playing the Selena on the sideline.
maybe a Selena support?
No,
No, it should be Tamus support.
yeah, it should be. So we will see, And Jill using the Hayabusa. I a long time already never see Jill on this Hayabusa. So we'll see on how this game 2 will unfold. Will the dream come true for Louvre, or PSG.RRQ will eventually get that upper bracket slot?
All troops deployed.
Alright, game number 2 with Louvre against PSG.RRQ. Louvre managed to secure the first game against PSG.RRQ, and it's a support Tamas.
Yes, just going to go around, just wave clear, try to push the lanes up, especially for Lemon on his Herod. He wants to be mobile as possible, and Kido.
Okay, the harassment is there coming up from Instinct. The damage. Oh, Kido needs to be careful. Still have that heal coming up from the Order Orbs right there by Lemon. Ooh, still dashing in. Wanted some more damage coming up into Kido as well as yours hand. But it's too much. Like the harassment that given. Like Kido's and yours health was
Too low.
too low
I don't know how they're taking the buff because they should be very, very low at this point.
Yep. What? How still can he manage to get the buff?
I think they just spam the orbs from the Lunox.
Yeah, but James taking that gold buff from the top lane. Oh, the play coming in, and I think PSG.RRQ got 2 gold buff at this rate.
Yeah, they got 2 double gold buffs, so it's quite a huge lead early on. As we can see here, Watt actually having trouble and getting arrowed.
That was so dangerous.
That was so dangerous, and James, he didn't jump forward because he probably knew there was a mirror image ready.
Yep. And Tuturu just trying to wave clear the minion wave right there. Cut it as now Liam as well as Lemon. Oh, for PSG.RRQ group up just to clear the wave, just to cut the wave, as now they can go for that turtle after Lemon actually cleared the wave on mid.
Yes, and now we can see Tuturu still not level 4 yet, along with other members of the team, which means they cannot try and force
they
an
reset
engage.
it. And Lemon going for your... I don't know, but this is not looking good. Because now 4 people from Louvre Esports is also actually there, and Marsha is actually going for that Kimi. The kick onto this Kimi, the Zaman Force is perfect, and Tuturu has to go turtle, going to be taken by Kido. The new man on Blast is there, and bam! Onto 3 people, double kill, and Lemon will get 1 people, but for what? 4 people has down from PSG.RRQ.
And man, that Numeran Blast. Just charging it up and bam, hitting 4 people, and suddenly the fight was all over.
Oh my god, look at that pickup from Marsha, was just so good. And the Zaman Force, although very good from Lemon, but that Numenon Blast was just game changing.
Stunning everyone, man. There was a lot of damage coming in from Yor. And we spoke about his Lolita early on, and yeah, he proved us early on the 3 minutes that his Lolita is damn scary.
Yeah, we saw how Yor and Marsha can make an initiation. Both of them can make an initiation, as well as Yor become the defensive. But Marsha getting caught right there. The kick onto Lemon, but can he survive? The damage is really, really huge. And Yor, no man on blast in, will catch Lemon. Lemon has to go down. In exchange for Marsha, who is a tank, instinct is very, very low. Minor Fury onto Yor might has to go down. But Kido, can you survive that using the brilliance of order? Probably no. He will just trying to stack up and survive. But on the other hand, Hayabusa was just pushing that turret. This is first turret down on 3 minutes.
Yes, it's quite a worth trade. Thinking of that.
Kido, Darkening Chaos right there onto Liam. Liam was very, very low and burning right there. Needs to be careful right there as Marsha joining the party.
Yes, Marsha just following it up. Although kind of a bit late, but he's trying to catch out the Kimi once again. And Lemon here just trying to wave there and follow around his teammates because there's been a lot of fights in their jungle, but he couldn't follow up. Oh, and here we can see Marsha.
Oh my god, Marsha, what the Purify from Instinct actually being used for that.
Yeah, so now we can see them pushing the mid.
Oh, Marsha looking for something right here. Although just clearing the waves coming in. Oh, but a duel 1v1 from Watt against James, and now Marsha is coming in with the flicker as well. And James, you will go down from Kido, killing spear for Kido, and now just destroying the turrets.
Yes, you can see Louvre actually gaining a huge lead up in the first early minutes with 4K gold lead up against PSG.RRQ. There you look very comfortable in the lead right now. They can play around the turtle as well to gain more gold. And you can see the Hayabusa just getting the buff and probably going to push it on the side lanes.
Yep, Marsha needs to be careful. Inferno is already popped up from Instinct, but there's no sign of PSG.RRQ actually contesting it. So it's a waste Inferno from Instinct.
Yes, no one actually followed. He was alone, so maybe it was just better for him to clear mid.
Yes, and Hayabusa still trying to farm his way on the bottom side of the line, as they only need 3 people from the side of Louvre. Oh, the man on blast is ready, and the hits too onto Instinct as well as Liam, but Lemon with that Zaman Force can manage to get Marsha. Oh, Lemon still wants more. Yor is the target right here. Chrono Dash in, and the stun still onto Yor. Yor didn't manage to survive, but Jill is already on the sideline, waiting for something to happen. I think he will go for Jill.
Oh,
Zaman Force actually has to be used and go down. And what? Now the damage is really, really huge coming up from what? And Jill with a shadow kill, trying to make play right on the back line from PSG.RRQ.
Yes, but sadly they had to lose the trade-off because here PSG.RRQ can actually get more gold off of the fight. And sadly, Jill followed up kind of late.
Yep. He's waiting for the opportunity because I think he's waiting for Watt to actually joining the fights as well. So because it's only the Hayabusa as well as the Lunox. It's not good if he using his Shuriken then going for the shadow kill. After the shadow kill, he will probably die and in the middle of 4 people.
Yes.
So I think that's a good decision coming up from Jill right there. Just pushing the lane right now onto the bottom side of the map, and Turtle is almost up right on the top side of the map, and Yor was just meeting Liam, hitting each other, but we know that, oh, Liam, okay, now the kick onto Lemon. Marsha again and again, proving he is the best show in this MPL. Now the Shunpo is there, and now the Blazing Duet onto the backline. Instinct almost down, as well as James, but Kido was just going for that Liam right there, and there you go. The damage coming up. Liam still survived, but everyone needs to go back down as a free turtle for Wild.
Yes, and also a free buff coming in for Jill, and they also get 2 turrets off the play coming in from Louvre Esports.
Oh my god, what just happened? The Zaman Force and the kick from Marsha was just
perfect. Yeah,
it's too illegal, man. I think
too illegal.
It's illegal
Nerf
to Marsha for using Cho, and there you go. I think Watt wants this, but the arrow connects onto Watt. Still the trap onto Watt, and he needs to go with the mirror image down. Marsha is now here. Probably Lemon and as well as the rest of PSG.RRQ wants to go back down because they saw Marsha.
Yes, indeed. Now we can see you're looking for an opportunity to actually fight, but we can see Jill on the side lane still pushing it, trying to get some pressure off of the mid lane of Louvre Esports.
Yep, and Marsha waiting for Instinct right here. Okay, he's got it. He will go with Instinct. Kick onto Instinct, has to go down. Kido with the perfect Darkening Chaos damage right there.
Yes, and you can see you're still moving on the map, trying to cover Jill.
I think he's just scouting to see like where is PSG.RRQ's members, so he the other players can decide whether to make a move or not.
Yes, we can see in top lane from both Watt and also Marsha trying to push up the top lane.
Yeah, because they got the information where there is 4 people from PSG.RRQ was on the bottom side of the map, and now PSG.RRQ. Oh my god, Marsha will take 2-2, Blazing Duet from Watt is too huge right there, but Lemon still managed to survive. There's the Minor Fury as well. The arrow connects onto Lolita, but the damage from Kido is now coming in as well as the slow. Watt will take Liam off the ground, but Lemon will take Marsha. Brilliance of Order right there. The Zaman Force will take your, but Lemon, what are you doing? That's not the core, that's the tank. And now Louvre will take off. PSG.RRQ wiped out, and now PSG.RRQ cannot defend this push onto 3 lanes.
Yes, indeed. We can see right now Louvre Esports having an 11k lead and also wiping out PSG.RRQ. They are in a huge pinch right now. PSG.RRQ needs to do something. They need to win a fight. They need to defend up against Louvre Esports because Louvre is knocking at their base already.
Yep, and now they will go for the Lord, as Lord is already coming into this land of down, but before that just clearing their jungle so they cannot do anything farm nor pushing.
Yes, indeed. They just destroyed all farm from PSG.RRQ to make sure they don't get extra gold from the jungle minions.
Yep, and now Jill is actually going for that Lord push. Okay. Oh, the kick now onto James. Kido is actually going for it or not. Still have that arrow. Oh, the Darkening Chaos didn't go through the wall. And now James in so much trouble. But Kido is actually shutting down. But okay, the Yor is getting cancelled, the Numenon Blast. But the damage from Jill, enough to kill a Lemon right there with the, oh no, the Blazing Duet as well. But getting cancelled by Liam's Minion Fury, but what? Taking down Liam. Instinct has to go back as Marsha pushing with the Minion wave right there on the side of the mid lane. And PSG.RRQ, can they defend it? Marsha zoning out to Turu, and what was just free hitting this base. And there you go. Louvre will go for that upper bracket on the playoffs.
Yes, they did the impossible. They won 2-0 and they secured themselves a top 4 upper bracket finish for the playoffs on the main event later on.
Oh my god, it was against PSG.RRQ and Marshall was just playing out of his mind.
Yes, on the Joan for 2 games, he did so much work catching out everyone. Kido himself did so much work on the Harriet, on the Lunox, and everyone on Louvre Esports played really, really well.
Oh my god, Louvre! This is the first time actually PSG.RRQ will start on the lower bracket of the MPL ID Season 3
and the first time for Louvre actually making it playing in the upper bracket.
Yes, they are just proving themselves that they are finally the top tier teams of MPL and in Indonesia as well.
Yes, and it was a very, very long journey for them to actually make it to the top 4. Why? Because they started from the bottom. They didn't have a good early season. Marsha was not very stable in the early of season, but as time progressed, they improved a lot. And wow.
Wow.
They're top 4 right now.
Then let's see. Gold, all gold. I don't know. To be honest, I don't like this composition with James actually on the side lane. Like Louvre is actually knows that James is actually the weakest link of PSG.RRQ, and you know the team strength is defined by the weakest link of the team.
Yes, and they just aimed for James the whole game, kept diving him, kept forcing him to fight, and it impacted the whole team where we can see Kido and also Marsha just doing so much work, moving around the map freely because there was no contest from the mid lane as well.
Yep, indeed. Marsha. I don't know, for the whole 2 game, he was just kicking literally everyone.
Yes, and he caught so many times, like the Kimi from Tuturu. I think he caught 2 times. He caught also Lemon a few times, and his catches defined like the win from Louvre in almost every team fight.
Oh no. Marshall was just insanely good at this match. Like he always kicked the right person. Like you don't see he kicking a tank. He always kicking a core, and that core is very important kill as well. So this is the first time he kicked a Tsuturu.
Yes.
As well as the turtle right here. And 4 people.
And Numeron Blossom Yor.
On to 3 people. Oh my god.
His Lolita is just out of this world. Like every Numeron Blossom he did destroyed everyone. Here Marsha, I think he
did. Yeah,
he died, but it actually turned around the fight.
Lemon is actually getting caught by that Numeron.
It was a good trade.
It was a very good trade because Marsha is a support and Lemon is actually a tank.
But sadly here, Yor had to die as well.
Yeah, because but 2 tanks against 1 core, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yep, and Kido is actually managed to kill Lemon.
They traded.
I don't know how, but actually Lemon have to go down as well. And now what? With the Blazing Duet already having so much damage, and now Jill is actually going in as well. So yeah, this is the kick onto Lemon from Marsha. And it was so important for this push and this fight. Look at that. No Lemon, I don't scared anyone.
Wow.
Marsha was making a huge impact again and again on this show.
Yes, and throughout the whole game, we can see here Jill doing so much work. Kido dealing so much damage with every skill he lets off towards PSG.RRQ. And here, Marsha just tries to lock down James.
Yeah, but Kido is actually on the wrong side, but Lord has been secured by Jill actually. And Lemon has to go down by the shadow kill as well, and the Blazing Duet. Look at that. The damage
amazing.
So huge. This is what I mentioned, like you need to have 1 tank on the upfront, and Lunox is just dealing so much damage on the backline. Lolita doing the perfect thing right here.
Yes, because Lunox is like a marksman.
Yep.
She needs someone to actually be a tank in front of her so she can deal damage freely and no one can touch her, because then she doesn't need her Aura of Brilliance to actually just get out.
Yep.
Because someone's defending her and just letting her put out all the damage she wants.
Yep. And that was the craziest match today on this MPL.
Indeed.
Yes. So
Like
yeah.
we saw 2 matches that were crazy, the Prime and
Yeah.
also this game.
Yep. But we will see the final standings and of who will go to the playoff, who will on the upper bracket, on who will on the lower bracket. You will see it right on the screen, right about now actually, because this is the that was the final match. There's no changes at all. So we'll see here. Aerowolf Roxy is actually on the second one because they managed to go. Managed to head-to-head against SFI Critical. They won 2-0, and now Louvre head-to-head against PSG.RRQ, and they are on the top side right now. So congratulations for all 8 teams, which is Onic, Esports, Aerowolf Roxy, SFI Critical, Louvre Esports, PSG.RRQ, EVOS Esports, Alter Ego, and Bigatron Gamely. And we also know that the 9th team until the 12th team also doing a very great job as well.
Yes, we never knew who will be top 8 until the very last day.
Yep, even the Prime Esports can manage to make SFI Critical cannot chase for that #1 spot.
Yes, indeed. And all of these teams did a really good job throughout the whole season. A lot of them improved, especially for, let's say, Louvre Esports, Alter Ego, and also Bigatron.
Yep, they improved a lot on the late season.
Yes.
But yeah, they managed to go for the playoffs, and I do think that we will see something very unique on the playoffs.
Of course.
Yep. But don't forget, this event is actually presented by Munson and sponsored by Bukalapak, Gamely, Red Bull Gold, as well as MiChat Wi-Fi Master Key, as well as HyperX.
Yes, and we only stream on Facebook Gaming.
And yeah, this event is organized by MET Indonesia and
supported by Munton.
Yeah, supported by Munson, of course. But yep, this is it. This is the final match of the regular season. So probably we will see you guys at the playoffs later on for this hype MPL ID Season 3. We will be signing out. I'm Clyde and my partner Wolfie. Goodbye.